Class 6 Biology, Chapter 1, Plant Life. You know, students, that plant is an organism which can prepare their own food by the help of photosynthesis. And you also know that this process of food making, that is photosynthesis, occurs in the leaf. So, in a given plant, students, you are familiar that it is roughly divided into two parts, that is shoot system and root system. So let us see, there are various types of plants around us. Some are small or medium sized, whereas others are big. They also show variations in structure, shape, size and color of their leaves, flowers, roots and stems. However, the overall structure of all these plants consists of two parts, that is the root system and shoot system. The part of a plant that grows below the ground is called the root system. It consists of roots. So here we can see in this figure 1.1, students, that this is your soil, this is your soil level. Okay, this plant, it is having two parts, one above the soil, another one below the soil. So below the soil part is called simply the root system. Above the soil part is called the shoot system. So the part of the plant which grows above the ground is called the shoot system. It consists of a stem, leaves, buds, flowers and fruits. So in shoot system you can see the flowers, you can see the buds, you can see, okay, leaves you can see, this stem portion you can see, okay. Now let us learn about the leaf. So what is a leaf? A leaf is a thin, flat and generally green outgrowth which develops from the node present in stem. A bud is usually present in the axil of a leaf called the axillary bud. So in this diagram you can rightly locate that this is a leaf, okay, and this is the stem, and here there was a structure called node. I'll tell you what is this node. And you can see the axillary bud at the base of the leaf. Now let us see what is this node. Students, all of you have seen this sugar cane, or you might have seen some small plants, the potted ones. So you can see a structure like this, okay. This line you can easily see over a sugar cane. Now this structure, these lines, they are called nodes. And if you remember, some hairy like structures, they are coming out of it, some hairy like structures, they are coming out of it. In sugarcane I'm talking about, okay. So these are the nodes. Indeed, that is not present in sugarcane, it is present in every plant. But yes, in big trees it is not, we cannot locate it. But when the potted ones, when the plant was small, we can easily locate these lines. These lines are called the nodes, and later on from here, from these nodes, the leaf will get developed, okay. So if it is a potted plant, later on you will see that from that node region a leaf will get developed. Now parts of a leaf. A leaf has the following main parts: leaf blade or lamina. So generally students, we call it, this is your leaf, but this very structure, it is called leaf blade or lamina. This leaf structure, it is the flat, thin, green and broad part of the leaf. Now leaf stalk or petiole, it is the short, narrow and cylindrical part of the leaf that joins lamina to the stem. In some plants like Zinnia, a leaf is directly attached to the stem without a leaf stalk. Such a leaf is called sessile. So let us see what is the meaning of leaf stalk or petiole. Here students, you can see this is the leaf, this is the stem, and how this leaf is attached to this stem from this portion, okay, from here, and this portion is called the petiole, okay. Now in some plants like the example they have given, Zinnia, the leaf is directly attached to the stem and there is no petiole. So such a plant which is not having the leaf stalk or the petiole is called the sessile plant or sessile leaf simply. Now midrib. The petiole continues in the lamina as a thick vein in the middle. This vein is called midrib. It extends from petiole up to the tip of leaf. Many lateral branches arise from the midrib. They are called veins, which further branch out to form veinlets. Veins perform two functions, and these are namely transport water and food and provide support to the leaf. So students, here you can see this petiole, it continues till the leaf tip, and this portion which is inside the leaf tip at somewhere at the center is called the midrib. Okay, so this one is your midrib. Basically it is a part of petiole only. Now this petiole, this midrib, from here so you can see these markings, and students, these are called the veins. The veins, these veins, they are further divided into small veins, and very small veins are called the simply veinlets. Okay, and what is the function of the veins? Already I have stated that they transport food and water. From these veins, transport of food and water will take place, and it is also providing it as a support. Then another part is leaf base. The petiole is attached to stem at a slightly swollen point called the leaf base. So here the petiole, it has been attached to this stem at a region which is slightly swollen. This part is slightly swollen and this part is called the leaf base. Okay.